The innovation management track, you need to be mechanical engineer equivalent. That's sort of like straight basis for that. This is an industrial design engineering track. And for that, you need to be a mechanical engineer. And on top of that, you need to have a certain degree of design. And how do we know? The word design is a little bit convoluted, or it's a little bit fuzzy, depending on the word design could mean many different things, from doing CAD models to just working with the exterior of a product, like more artistic design. And this is a particular skill that sometimes you have just too little engineering. You are like a designer. So those are disqualified for this particular track. But if you have a mix of pure engineering, you have your thermodynamics, you have your physics, you have your math, those are included, and your CAD, you have those, the mechanical engineering part, and you have design on top of this one. And usually making a portfolio is a deciding factor here. So if you're sort of like, oh, I don't really know if I qualify, do you produce portfolios with renderings a little bit more in your particular education? Or maybe you have pieced together some different parts of different educations yourself. So that could be a telltale sign here. Service design is a part of this one. So we can sort of start to see mechanical engineering as a method. This particular slide pertains or contains some Swedish here, but we're actually talking about work methods. And if you take industrial design engineering, you will learn the process of doing design as a process or a method. That's what you're actually doing. A lot of the results of this thing will be visual. So in contrast to the innovation management, you will work a little bit more with the visual representations as a result here. Maybe you don't go as far as a pure mechanical engineer when it comes to doing the exact calculations on this thing, but you're trying to really involve the users and understand the requirements for these products in order to make something that is really useful, something that really works. And then we talk about the usage of the thing. Obviously, it has to be realizable as well. You need to be able to construct these things. It can't be a fantasy object, and it must be a good design in the case of being durable. It can't collapse as soon as you start to use it, or be of materials that are completely faulty, etc. So that's just a subset of this one. But it's the method that goes into creating both services and products that is the main issue for this particular track, industrial design engineering. So some of the things are related to this. The mechanics, and some are more sort of like there's the full product representation and trying to visualize this thing. This is not, this is renderings as well, and it's maybe working for particular companies that wants, there's a lot of pictures of baby carriages or baby products in this particular slide, and that gives you an idea. These have been working for this Stiga company that makes these, and trying to tackle the same problems of mobility and I guess in children from many different perspectives, and trying to come up with a particular product solution to aid with those requirements. And finding out the requirements is not just based on the company giving you the requirements. You need to work yourself using design as a method in order to understand what actually is the key issues, key requirements of these products. And in order to realize them as well, you need to form a lot of different ideas around how you can solve different things, and then compile them and evaluate them and come up with final solutions. The role of the designer versus the engineer, usually a designer works obviously together with all the other components of a company, for instance, marketing and production, and also the end user. And usually it's a mediating or integrating role. So it's definitely goes into the integrated product design aspects of engineering, trying to understand that there's many different competencies and aspects that needs to go into the creation of a really good product or service here. So you need to understand the end user, need to understand marketing, need to understand the management and the production, and obviously the engineering going into this one in order to make all of these consorted competencies work together. Yes, the alumni in this, if you can't see it, I will just talk. There's some working as design engineers, obviously. There's other types of roles. This is also quite a broad skill set that students require. Creative engineer, for instance, or product specialist. Consultants working with UX has gotten quite a sort of a number of alumni into that sector, and I think it's increasing. Not a big software portfolio in their background, but definitely these students are getting good jobs at designing interfaces because they are much better at designing interfaces, according to some employers out there, than should we say more software focused engineers. Service designers for various consultants, for instance, and obviously some are working with startups as well in this particular track. Some courses that is elective here. It's advanced form giving, advanced sketching, sustainable consumptions, or develop creativity, for instance. You have elective courses in innovation. You can make a complement, product innovation or management of technology and innovation, which are mandatory courses in the innovation track. Design thinking, you can take that, for instance, as well as an elective, even though it's quite similar as the content in the industrial design engineering track.
Hey everyone, and thank you for joining this meeting. I'm Shreyas and I'm from India, and I'm doing the innovation management and product development track. This is my second year, and you can reach out to me via this link, or you can go to kth.se and scroll down to our program list, and you can connect with me via that if you have any questions. So, just a brief review of my student life in KTH with respect to my program so far. What is special about IMPD? It's, in my opinion, it has the perfect blend of management and technical skills. Like Jens mentioned, a lot of students from this program dive into the business development side of it, or they go towards the technical aspect of the program. And something that also Jens mentioned is that it has a lot of real world application, as in projects with companies that are very exciting. And the faculties are highly skilled and they're available at any time to help you out. And you have great networking opportunities with industries through the guest lectures and the projects with the companies and various other ways. And the innovation ecosystem at KTH, with specific to our program, is something I love. And at the start of the master program, we have this course where we are in collaboration with KTH Innovation, and we get feedback from them and also get in touch with them with our project pitch. So, yeah, that is something special about this specific track. Skills I gained so far from this is I learned how to communicate with the stakeholders, my teammates, my faculties, and it's a very diverse class with people coming from different backgrounds and experiences. So the group work dynamics plays a big role, and I've gained that skill, or at least I'm bettering myself at it. And project management, of course, as well as a unique approach to solving complex problems. On the right hand side, you can see the M building and the U building, where most of the classes are generally held, mostly in M building, but these two buildings are, you'll find us there mostly. And the prerequisites needed for this course is a brush up on mechanics of solids, since the course has a course called machine design in it, which demands a good foundation in mechanics of solids. But otherwise, it's just enthusiasm and the eagerness to learn. This is a wonderful program, and I'm absolutely loving it.